Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into the Shannon Sharp interview with Country Wayne. It was really good. Let's go. First off, from my observation, Country Wayne is like a shell of a man. He is someone you experience. He is not someone that you need to. He is beautiful, but he is definitely not someone you think you about to go the long haul with, right? If you want a BBL, you can definitely get a BBL because he's not going to want you after that. I do like the fact that he is like, before I buy you a bag, if you need your roof fixed, I'll get your roof fixed because that's more important than a purse. I agree with him. But he is not someone who you about to sit down and go the long haul with. He really doesn't even have time for that. His baby is 2 years old. And then he works all the time. So, like I said, if you need a BBL, this is your boy right here. But he's not going to give you a lot. He said he'd rather spend the money because his time is more expensive. So take that for what you will. Children, 5 women who have had his children. They range from the age of 2 to 18. And he's from Millen, Georgia. He said that's all it was to do is to hunch. And that's exactly what he did. He didn't graduate from high school. And he worked hard. But he seems to have a grasp on this. Because he worked hard enough to where he said he put all of his baby mamas on the same level. Right? He said because he made sure each of them had what the other had. So it's no problems. I think he's a really giving person when it comes to making other people happy, but I don't think you can get in to him. But I like him though. Shannon asked him, will he get married again? He said yes, he thinks so, probably. And the reason he got a divorce is because the vision he had to go forward, he would have to do a lot of explaining because, he did those skits, he had all those women. So he said, he just wasn't here for the explanations. I get that. But he also said that, Shannon was like, man, you still take care of the ones you left behind. Shannon is a shell of a man too. But he was like, yeah, he said, because I'm sitting here talking to you and my baby mama is probably looking at my daughter's TikTok dance on TikTok for the 50th time. He was like, it's a job. Like, he takes care of all of them. He is definitely a provider, but it's just something about him. I don't know. I'm not going to get into his views on women cheating versus men, but I do think it's interesting, and I think you need to go hear that part and start at 40 minutes and 10 seconds. That's a good place to start. I thought it was interesting, though, when he was talking about women cheating versus men cheating. The reason women forgive men quicker and move on is because we're nurturers. We see the hurt in his eyes. He's crying, so we forgive him. But they can't forgive us for cheating, women, because they visualize the actual act. And now they feel a certain way because what did he do versus what I don't do? That's just my part. Here's a PSA if any guys are listening. You might need to let your girl do whatever it is that she wants to do in the bedroom. Like he said, she has experiences too. She has fantasies also. But it's the fact that she may feel judged and questioned by some things she would like to do. Now, if she meets somebody, he's not going to ask no questions. He going to make her dreams come true. I'm just saying, that's what Country Wayne said, child. Let's keep going. This part where he's talking about women are like men, but we get judged. And Shannon Sharp talking about, I don't care. Shannon is laughing, especially when he's talking about these positions, the same positions, every time, even in a different place. That's Shannon. That's why he laughing like that. He gonna switch it up. Whoever you are, lady, that's getting it from Shannon Sharp, he gonna switch it up tonight. Let's keep going. And I think this is the problem in relationships, right? Men think that they are the prize. Some of them really think they are the prize, right? And even after they've done everything for you, they paid your bills, they've done everything for you, whatever, taking you this place and that place, and made sure that you're fed. We get tired. Women get tired of the same thing. You got to try something new, a different something. And he's right. So I really hope men listen to this. I really and truly hope men listen to Country Wayne. Because you can't keep from the front and then to the side and then to the back and then it's a wrap. You got to try something new, sir. You got to bring yourself to this. You have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge yourself. So Shannon was like, what are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your daughters and your sons? Due to the fact you love women so much. He said he's teaching them to stay up, right? Always be the better version of yourself for his daughter. For his son, who is involved in a relationship, he was like, he made him buy his girlfriend something for Christmas, right? Like a Louis Vuitton bag. But I hate to think that maybe buying her that bag versus giving her time. Yes, buy her something, but your time is more important. Now, this is a man who said his time is expensive. And I think it's unfortunate that he's not able to teach them that because that's not what he comes from. Does that make sense? I thought that was amazing how he talked about he fought for his child to get her out of the system. The mother had lost the baby to the foster care. The baby was in foster care. He said while he was blowing up as Country Wayne, doing these skits on the internet, he couldn't even do anything in Hollywood because he wanted his life to be in order. He said he went to he went to see her every day. He went to court every time they had court, and he fought and got his daughter back. He's a great dad. Like the providing part, he has that down. I loved that part. As he goes on, you kind of understand why he's this let me go and pay you because my time is expensive situation. His mother passed away from an aneurysm. She was bleeding from her brain. And because he lived in such a rural town, because they didn't have the resources, and she had gone to the hospital and they said it was something in her neck, but she said that's not it. So when the ambulance had come and she was sitting there saying how her head was hurting, the guy shook her and that was pretty much it. And he's like, I don't care about that much. Like, I have all this money and I can't even help my mama. So I get it. I get it. So that's why he gives out money like he does. He said that when he sees a woman stressed, he gives money because he saw his mother stressed. His father only helped her when they were in a good place. He said he doesn't care about how him and his baby mamas fall out. He's always going to treat them the way he wants God to treat him. Like if you keep listening, it all opens up. His mother loved the movie Pretty Woman. How she was taken and put up in an apartment. And remember he said on here that he realized that's what he did to women. Like he helped women, but he didn't realize that they needed him too. He's not here for that. Now this man would take care of you, but you're not gonna get this man, right? Because this is so when he talks about Just Hilarious, he says that it's not at all the way she says it happened with them being together. He said that he was separated from his ex and then he got with Jess. But now his ex has called him and said, could you please tell Jess stop talking negatively about him because now it's affecting the kids. And when he had this conversation with her, he was like, it's time for you to put in some work. Because if people are asking you about a relationship 5 years ago, you need to put some work in. He said, because when he shows up, it's Netflix, it's a book, it's these skits. Before someone says something about her. Because in this whole interview with Shannon Sharp, it is like almost 2 hours before he asked about Just Hilarious. If you're a content creator, the last 30 minutes of this, when he talks about how he has taken over social media, he drops a lot of jewels in there. And he tells you exactly what to do. I will always refer back to this. This was really good. Then he talked about Faison Love. And Country Wayne said, if you've been doing this long as Faison has been doing it, and only known as Big Perm, you're just not good. And I think that's what Cat Williams had said also. But he said he would show him the game if he just would stop hating. I really enjoyed this. It's your girl Millie Trying. Talk to y'all later. Bye.